my new Warhammer 40k army. Now, I have searched the galaxy for a Warhammer 40k army that appeals to me. I know right now there are new apocalypse formations and new expansions with escalation, but in my local meta, it's still 2,000 point battles. Maybe double force org charts and maybe allies, but nothing too fancy. Now, this being said, for me, I consider myself as a hardcore hobbyist for the 40k range, having read articles and codexes and watched hours upon hours of battle reports. I've gathered a vast range of knowledge, and this knowledge is all of the 40k universe, and it has an evil voice. It's like an evil temptress, which whispers things like, "Those new Necrons look good," or "Hey, those orcs look unique. You could give them a go." And so this has resulted in my choice of a new army to join my collection. So, just to put everything into perspective, the armies I have and their points values are 5,000 points of Eldar, 3,000 points of Tyranids, 2,500 points of Grey Knights, and 2,000 points of Space Wolves. Now, some of the armies I've considered are Imperial Guard, Necrons, and Orcs. But why? Well, the Imperial Guard have some of the best range of mechanised units in the game. Many tanks and aircraft are at their disposal, and they could easily ally with some of my Space Marine forces. Necrons are another Xenos army, and I do like Xenos armies. Now, they're very strong. The Codex was great at the end of 5th edition, and still is in 6th edition. And painting them in metal, or with rust effects, or shiny metal, or whatever way you want, is still very appealing to me. Orcs, well, they're orcs. But the army I have chosen is the first army I dabbled with back in 2002. Now, this army is the Chaos Space Marines. Why, I hear you ask? Well, when their codex came out, everyone was up in arms about how there just wasn't enough to it, not enough substance, and it just didn't feel like a good 6th edition codex. Now, it's always fun to be the bad guys, and with options of flying monstrous creatures, demonic vehicles, and one of the best flyers in the game, well, I just felt a natural urge to go towards them. Now, my question for you, Internet, is what kind of a chaos list do I go with? It could be cheesy with many Helldrakes, or not, and if so, this cheese could, being chaos, be either sexy or tricky, slimy, or blood red, if you're going with each of the 4 Chaos Gods. So, what has worked for you? What have you found in the 6th edition Chaos Space Marine Codex that works extremely well on the table, and what doesn't? So if you could leave a comment below and let me know what's great about the Chaos Space Marine Codex and what shouldn't be touched with a barge bolt, I would greatly appreciate this help. So keep watching my channel for more updates on my Chaos Space Marine army.